Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. Okay, firstly, let's discuss the work that I gave you in yesterday's video. That is question 2 and 3. Okay, for question 2, we have to add 78.3 cm and 27 cm and give your answer in mm. So you can plus first. Okay, plus first. 8 plus 7, 15. So 105.3 cm change to mm. You have to times 10 mm because 1 cm is 10 mm and cm is bigger. So move decimal point one time, you get 1053 mm. For number 3, based on these 3 cards, find the total distance. That means you have to plus A in km, B in meters. So let's do km first. Now we need to change to decimal point so that we can plus them. The first one is already in decimal point. The second one, you put them apart, you split them. Now this is 2 divided by 5. 2 inside, 5 outside. Okay, so 0 times 5, 0. When you have a balance, when you have a remainder, put decimal point 0. So now 20, 4, 5, 20. Decimal point. So you get 0.4 km. Then you join them together, you get 23.4 km. As for the third one, 960 meter, same thing, you split them first and then you divide 1000 because we want to change to km. So divide 1000, there are 3 zeros, move to the left 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. So you get 0.96 km. Alright, and then you join them together, you get 4.96 km. So now everything is in decimal point and in km, you can straight away plus 9.012 plus 23.4 and 4.96. Now look at how I arrange them. All the decimal point in the same row. This one is the ones and this one is the tens. Okay. So 2, 1 plus 6, 7, 4 plus 9, 13, 1 plus 9, 10, 17. This is 3. Okay. So total 37.372 km. Now for B, very easy. You just have to change to meter. So 37.372 times 1000 meters because km to meters is 1000. So move 3 times to the right when you times. 37,372 meters. So that is for B. Okay, for today's lesson, let's look at subtraction. Okay, subtraction of units of length. Now subtraction will have keywords like difference. Find the difference. Or compare. Okay, so number 1, what's the difference in height between R and S? So R is 62.7, S is 54.9. So the bigger number minus the smaller number, unit all in cm, so you use minus, you get 7.8. Okay. Now find the height in mm for robot T. Now robot T is 3/5 cm shorter. So shorter you have to minus. And then answer in mm. So you have to change to mm first. So cm to mm you have to times 10. Okay, 54.9 times 10, move decimal point 1 time to the right is 549. 3/5 cm times 10, divide 5, 3 times 2, 6. So 549 minus 6, 543 mm. That's the height for robot T. Example 2. Answer looking for meter. So cm you have to change to meter. Now cm is smaller, so change to meter you have to divide 100. Move decimal point 2 times, 0.16 meter. And then 4/5 is the same as 4 divided by 5. So 4 inside, 5 outside. 0 times 5, 0. Balance is 4. Add 0, bring down 0. 8 times 5, 40. So 0.8. So 2.07 minus 0.16 minus 0.8 equals 1.11 meters. Now when you do plus, you can do 3, 4 rows plus together, but when you do minus, you cannot. You have to minus 1 by 1. Okay, so minus 0.16 first, get your answer, then minus 0.8, then get your answer. Okay, you have to minus 1 by 1. Okay, there's no shortcut for that. Okay, example 3. How much longer is Penang Bridge compared? You see, compared you have to minus to Terengganu Drawbridge. So Penang Bridge is 13.5, the drawbridge is 638 meters. Question asking for km. So the meters you have to change to km first by dividing 1000. Because meter is smaller, km is bigger. So you have to divide 1000. So 3 zeros divide, move 3 times, 1, 2, and 3, dot in front, 0.638. So 13.5 minus 0.638. Okay, look at how it works here. 13.5 minus 0.638. So you can see there are 2 spaces behind 5 here. You have to put 0. If you don't put 0, you will straight away copy 3 and 8, which is wrong. Okay, you have to put 0 first. So it's 13.500 minus 0.638. So when you minus, you can see the answer will be different. Because this is 10 minus 8 is 2. Okay, then you have to borrow, you minus, you get your answer, 12.862. Example 4. Question asking for meters. So you have to change to meters first. Now the first one, split them apart. 90 times 1000 meters. 7/8 times 1000 meters. So this is 90,000 meters. Divide 8 is 125. 7 times 125 is 875. And then you add together, you put them back, 90,875 meters. And then 34.3 is km, change to meter, you have to times 1000 meters. So 34.3 times 1000, move decimal point 3 times to the right, 1, 2, and 3, dot. There are 2 empty spaces here, put 0. So it's 34,300 meters. So everything is in meter, then you minus. 90,000 minus 34,000, and then you take 56,000 minus 1,100, the last one. Then you get your answer. Okay? So for today's homework, please work on page 184, question A, B, C, D, E, F. Only 6 questions. Pay attention to what the question is asking. If it's cm, then no need to change. If it is km, all in km, but make sure you change the fraction to decimal point. Okay, 3 over 4 is the same as 3 divided by 4. So the one on top is the one inside. Okay, change to decimal point first, then you minus. For B, you have to change to mm. So pay attention to what the question is asking for. Okay, so only 6 questions, page 184. So please do your work, and I'll see you in the next lesson.